If a man has messaged you past 9 p.m. and asking you, hey, what's up? What are you doing? Like, wants to start a convo. Maybe he wants you to come over. This is what you're going to do. You've got a few options. They're all acceptable options. Are you going to like them? Probably not. But these are the only things that you should be doing. Okay? Block. Immediately blocked. Because why are you texting me at like 9:15? Being like, hey, what's up? Like, what were you doing all day? Like, you want to have a conversation now? I'm in bed. I'm ready to clock out. I don't change and rewire my sleep schedule for anybody. I don't do that anymore, baby. Sleep, she's importante.
Cap.
I need to get her. I need to get that full 8 hours, okay? Maybe even 9, sometimes 10, okay? You're not doing that. No consideration for me and what I'm doing. No, immediately disgusted. Second option, you just don't answer. Why would you answer? Why would you give that any attention? You want to have a conversation at 9:15 at night? Not here. You can text someone else. I'm sure they'll respond, but it's not going to be me, okay? Or you can respond and be like losing interest and then don't respond ever again. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's up? Nothing, just losing interest. How about you? Okay? The third one is like, it's so sassy and spicy because then it leaves them like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you're losing interest? And it's like, connect the dots. Connect them, string it together, and figure it out, okay? That's not happening here.
Man, this is the biggest lump of garbage cope I've ever heard. This crap is ridiculous. She understands that men hit you up after 9 o'clock. If they're doing that, then that means that we know that's code for you are best suited and men want you for this best time of, as you can see in my comment right there, between 9 and 5 a.m. So that's when men need you the most. That's when men want to talk to you the most. And she's sitting up here saying, no, absolutely not. Knowing damn well she answers at least half of those calls from those high value men or those men that are doing better than her that she's actually attracted to. She runs to their house. So she's just capping for the girlies. And you just can't get this by me because women, they just tell on themselves. They just give it away. They give away cues. And it's like, bro, okay, now you're just trying to over-explain yourself. So I don't believe you. You need more people.
I don't like clingy like that. Like, damn, nigga, go get a bag. Shit. You want to be up under me. You chasing me and shit. Go chase the bag. Trying to chase me, trying to be up under me. Nigga, you need to go get some fucking money.
Shout out to her. She's actually giving out the cheat code. So you want to go after the bag. She's right. Because if you get the bag, the faster you get it, the faster you can kick her the fuck out and get her out your life. You know what I'm saying? If you go after the bag, she's going to chase you and you could just pump her and get rid of her. So she's actually giving us the cheat code on how to get rid of her and get rid of her nagging. Chase the bag so you can get the box and get up out of there. Easy. I didn't even have to do much. She did it for you.
What is up with men that like don't follow you on Instagram but keep up with every story, every post, reply to the stories, and then have the audacity to like want to take you out? I don't know, is it childish of me to be like, why don't you follow me? Like, that's so weird.
Well, ma'am, this, and especially the social media world nowadays, this is very normal for a guy, but you understand what this means. That's why you're kind of saying, well, is it childish for me to care? How come you don't actually follow me? Why do you just want to just look at my pictures and respond? Because dudes really don't like you that much, and they're probably putting you in the sex bucket, and you don't like that. So that's all this is. Sex only is what dudes look for you, and they're only going to hit you up and try to link through the stories. They're not going to want to follow you and do all that stuff, because all the dudes that follow you also, to bring this up, is those dudes are simps. Those dudes are orbiters. Those are the guys under your comment section every day saying, grand rising, queen. You're everything, queen. Ooh, you slay, girl. Oh, you're so gorgeous. You're so beautiful. You're precious. Like, bro, like, why are you simping? You're never going to see this chick. So that's funny. Women want you for the validation, but men, we're not playing that game. And that's why women are kind of like her saying, oh, is it childish? It's like, yeah, it's kind of is childish because you know what time it is. Dudes are trying to actually link up, get the box, and if you can keep them around, good luck to you. But 9 times out of 10, 98% of the time, you can't do it anyway. So she knows it, but that's just what it is.
What can you bring to the table? Like
money.
Money?
Yeah.
All right, I got kids. You can handle that?
Damn.
Oh!
I ain't fuck with no kid.
God! Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not a real man.
Why you not messing with kids?
Baby, he said he not fucking with the kids.
Yeah, no, my brother do that. I ain't doing that.
Your brother do that?
Yeah.
Automatically no for me. No, he's a no. He's a no. He a no.
The funniest part of this video is that she doesn't even understand that this is going to be the answer and the response men are going to give her every single time. So she's going to be jumping from sauces to sauces like she's been doing because she's lost value, she's used up, and she has other dudes' kids. She probably has multiple baby daddies. Why do women think that they can still pull a high-value man and they don't even look to par? She's about a 3 or 4, and she has that crazy-looking wig on. Like, women really don't know what men are looking for, but they have the highest expectations for the best men. It's not going to happen, Sexy Red Jr. It's not going to happen because Sad 7, Sodom 7, Shira 7 told you sprinkle, sprinkle, and you actually believed it. You ain't going to be able to get nothing sprinkled on you, especially not no man's money who went out, earned it, made a name for herself, and is popular and famous. Like, these women, man, get your passport.
Hey, that is super accurate, man. If your girl works in the hospital, in particular the emergency room, just know there's a lot of competition. A lot of dudes roll up in there. Patience, you know, first off, right off the bat. Second of all, a lot of law enforcement pulls up in there. I'm talking about city cops, state cops, the feds, special agents. A lot of dudes that come in with their tight shirts, rolled up sleeves, tatted arm. And I've seen a lot of dudes' girls just drool over these guys, man. So just consider, if you got a girl in the ER or in the hospital, consider her gone. It's a wrap. It's a nice run. It wasn't your girl, just your turn.
And this is exactly why I always say dating women that are nurses that work in a hospital, I don't know, RNs, whatever type of nurse, is a red flag. And there was a woman in the comment section here on this video right here. She had said, I worked so hard to become a nurse, and seeing these type of comments, because guys were cooking her and saying that it was a red flag to be a nurse. She said, these comments are very disheartening. And I put right under her comment section, I said, well, you fell for the ChatGPT sisterhood bot. And that's pretty much, you know, saying, you know what? I can make a lot of money. I can do it all by myself. I'm a strong and independent woman. I won't become a nurse like all the other girlies, make this bag. But what she didn't know is that men are not attracted to women that are in the nursing field for the most part because they don't have time. Women are always working. They're masculine because they're always working. They're always under pressure, and women are not supposed to be under pressure by nature. And not only that, the dudes that be in there, the doctors and stuff, it's just a red flag. And not only that, when you go and you start wanting to be an RN, women typically start going for these programs either right out of high school or within some of their prime years, a big chunk between about probably 20 to 25. So sometimes women want to become RNs, or they start becoming RNs and start actually getting a job and working their first day, first week, first year, like when they're like past 25 years old, and they think after a few years they're going to get their bag, a guy's got to come and rescue them. It never happens. So it's the double-edged sword that you can get cut on both sides, and that's the thing, and women just don't see it coming. And it's pretty sad if you ask me, but yeah, man, dating those type of women are a red flag.
It's so funny when you're in a situationship with a guy and you look for things to make it seem more than what it is. I met this guy's friends once, and I convinced myself that we were serious and that he really liked me because I met all of his friends. That's how far I was reaching. Once in a blue moon, I get a text that says like, hey, how's your day? Yeah, he's the one. Or the best thing would be like getting invited to plans ahead of time. I feel like guys are notoriously known, especially ones that don't want anything to do with you, they don't make plans with you. So if a guy like plans ahead, like I'm gonna be at this bar at this time, Friday night, I was like, yes, he wants to date me. I love him. It's just crazy to look back on.
Actually, what she said is actually valid. Like, I've dealt with so many women when women are just like this. They want something more for the sex. And I noticed that she said that because she said she was in a situationship. That's what she started off with. So that means that the guy is extracting sex. And also she mentioned that when she's dealing with a guy who's going to make a plan, possibly take her on a date and do other than Netflix and chill, like her current situation here, then she's like, oh, I like him. I love him. You know, I'm into that. Because that just goes to show you she's so used to do just Netflix and chilling and kicking her out at 3 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, she likes these guys, but she's hoping they're like, I guess giving up the box is going to make them change their mind, and she's going to be in a relationship with them. But she doesn't have what it takes to keep these guys, because it's not difficult to keep a man, but clearly the sex and then what you're doing after the sex is not adding value. So say if the woman's spending the night, she's not washing the dishes, making him breakfast, or making him coffee or something when he wakes up. That's all it is. But yeah, it's normal for women to feel like this, because this is how they operate. They want something for the sex, and she's just hoping for it. That's why she created that delusion in her mind, because she's like, he has to put me in a relationship. That's just how women operate. It's weird, but it's just surprising that men don't see that. They want something loaded for it. But that's why dudes run game.